how a woman carries herself and how she presents to the world says a lot about what kind of home she creates, how she'll raise her children. Like, I don't think a lot of young women realize that. I just have to get this out because it really says a lot about women, and the only reason I'm bringing this up and even making a video about this is because I see the state of women nowadays and just how women act in public, and it's really a shame because a lot of women are just not relatable anymore. I feel like there's a lot of narratives around how women should be, how women should act, what do men want out of women. There's a lot of talk, especially online, about all of that. And so it is unfortunate for me because I love women, I root for women, I think all women are great. But when men say things, I listen to these controversial podcasts and these clips of women being put in their place or men saying certain things that trigger women, and then I see exactly what they're talking about happen in real life in 4K. It's kind of like it's a bad look. So when I see in 4K real life things from that men have said on these types of podcasts, I see it in real life. It is embarrassing as a woman. It's pitiful because I feel bad that you don't have any more self-respect. And I'm only saying this because I feel like there were a lot of kids, especially when I was growing up, a lot of single moms, a lot of teen moms, and now their kids are growing up and they don't know how to act. And it's so scary because, bruh. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because I was at the park. I'm still at the park, actually. That's why it's so loud. I don't want to put this little girl on blast. I don't know if she's a little girl, but I don't want to put this woman on blast because that's you, boo. That's you. That's your life. That's between you and your God. That has nothing to do with me. But what's sad is that women feel like they can act anyhow. They can do whatever with whomever and don't have to suffer the consequences, don't care about how they appear in public. And it's not even like caring about what others think of you, but a woman's value is based so much on her appearance, her looks, how she carries herself, all of this. And so when women are out here doing wild things, it makes me scared for any children that you have because you have no morals, you have no standards, you have no self-respect. So if you're around children, raising children, I am scared for the kind of values that you're teaching them. And that's really what it comes down to, is how a woman carries herself and how she presents to the world says a lot about what kind of home she creates, how she'll raise her children. Like, I don't think a lot of young women realize that it's not really about how you look, but about what skills you have in terms of being in a wife position. I also feel like there are a lot of people that are too afraid to give women accountability, that are too afraid to say, like, no, that's wrong. That's not acceptable. You want to be seen in a certain light, you cannot be doing certain things. And that's just point blank, period. If you're a woman and your sneaky link won't even get you a hotel room, sis, get a new sneaky link. Like, throw the whole man away. And that's all I'm going to say about the situation that I had to witness, is that you should be able to do your sneaky link bullshit in a hotel room behind closed doors, not out in public, not in a park, not any of that. And that's all I'll say. Men don't care about your respect if you don't. And so if you have no standards for how you want to carry yourself, how you appear in public, I feel bad for any daughters that you may have. So yeah, that's really all I wanted to say about that. I don't want to be afraid to say how I feel, express my opinions, but I definitely think that women need to hold themselves to a higher standard and just do better. Like, please just do better. You don't need to be out here. And if you like that, if you like, having sex in public or whatever, there are plenty of dope vacation spots where you can have some semblance of privacy and still do what you gotta do. Like, there are ways to do things and still hold respect for yourself. And that's all I'm saying. Women, you need to have more respect for yourself. You need to hold yourself to a higher standard and just do better. Like, just do better. And who you pick as a sneaky link, do better in the partners that you pick. Just do better all across the board, because it's just so necessary. And unfortunately, there's not enough women that aren't looking to Instagram or, online to tell them how to be. There's not enough women that have modesty. There's not enough women that stand for more than just hoeing and sex. And that's really unfortunate. I think women need to be more accountable to their actions. They need to be honest with themselves. I'm seeing a lot of delusion just online, and it's really unfortunate. And I think that one thing I have been seeing is that a lot of women don't like to be honest with themselves, and so they use online space to get the validation that they want, but they know that they don't deserve. And so, again, that's a little unfortunate. But what I will say is that I do have hope for a better future, but I think it starts with everybody having more self-respect, men and women. That's all I have to say about that. I really don't want to give this too much more energy, because it really wasn't my business at the end of the day, and I really don't care. But it was one of those things that when you see, it's like, this is part of a bigger issue. It's not about what you did or what you got caught out here in 4K doing. It's part of the larger issue that women like you think it's okay to act like this and then go cry on the internet about how women deserve respect and how women deserve all this stuff. It's part of that issue. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Goodbye.